So I was telling you that cetaceans are divided in three groups: dolphins, whales, and porpoise. About 55 million years ago, we're talking about the area of Eoceno, and they used to be a land animal. They used to have 4 legs, and they didn't hunt. They were
scavengers.
Scavengers, exactly. So they used to eat just dead animals. They moved to another place because they have so many predators and they couldn't find enough food. So because of that, they moved to the coast. And in the coast, they find that they were safer there, and they could find a lot of food, but in the sea. So they become hunters, but only for sea animals. So they liked so much the water, and they start like getting used to it, and that happened in million years ago. And at that time, they became like right now was the sea lions that they used to live in land, but where they passed the whole life in the sea. So in this time, they were like them, like sea lions, as I told you. So they start changing their legs, they become like fins, and they still live in land, but mostly of their time they were in the sea. In this moment, it's the end of this area. Right now we have 2 different animals that they were completely marine right now. But as you can see, they still have like little legs, but they were just like little bones without purpose.
Like projections.
Exactly, of the stitchel.
Yeah.
What happened to their front legs was, well, it completely become a fins. And in their tail, how do you call this
A fluked tail.
Like right now, how do you call the tail of the? We call it aleta dorsal. But I don't know.
Dorsal fin.
Not that. I know that's a dorsal.
A tail fin.
Tail fin. Okay. We will say a tail fin. And yeah, but what happened to the Basilosaurus? That it was a huge one. This one measured like 18 meters, and this one 5 meters.
Oh.
But he got extinct. All of the Basilosaurus got extinct. And why? Because in that time, the Earth, it wasn't like we know it right now. They were like the continents were together, the Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean. They were together too. It was one ocean. But he used to live where it's right now the Sahara. The Sahara is a desert. Actually, Sahara means desert, so we cannot say the Sahara Desert. It's a wrong, it's my pronunciation. I don't know, like a wrong vocabulary or grammar, because Sahara means desert. Okay. So they used to live in that place where it was ocean, and it happened. It happened something in the world in that time, in the earth, because the continents start like getting apart, and in the ocean in that area start like the water start like down. I don't know how to say it. Low. So they extinct in that time. All the Durodonti. They were the huge ones. But what happened to the Durodonti? He moved. He figured out that that was happening in the earth. So their evolution continued. And in that moment, we are in another area, what's called Oligoceno. And in this time, it happened an important thing, because all the cetaceans divide. We have teeth cetaceans and baleen cetaceans. What is it? Baleens are, let me show you. these things like whales have in their mouth, and this is from a humpback whale. This is from a gray whale. You can touch it if you want.
Oh,
And they're made of keratin, like our hair or nails. And why did they change their teeth from that thing? Well, these animals went to the north and the south, but in the poles. So their food they find there was very, very, very tiny. So they didn't need the teeth anymore. They need a filter or something that if they
it's filter.
like a filter. Like if they eat their mouth and they close it, the little animals didn't go out.
So they could strain it.
Exactly. And what happened to them? Why they continue to have their teeth? Well, they stay in the coast. In the coast, they find food, bigger food. So they still need their teeth to eat and swallow and blah blah blah. Do you have any questions? I was clear.
Yeah.